morning, my crafty friends. It's Ellie from Periwinkle Matilda. We are on the part 2 of repurposing the little golden book. We're using the Walt Disney's Winnie the Pooh, Eat or Be Happy. Yesterday, we took the pages out and we prepared the cover. We added material. I went ahead and added a little bit of ribbon lace. We did the inside. I added a little bit of fringe because I like that. And today we're going to look at the papers that we're going to put in. We're going to be doing 3 signatures. I thought we were doing a 2 and 3/8 spine, but it ended up, by the time I added 1/4 of an inch on each side for the fold, the spine actually ended up to be 3 inches, and that's okay. So yesterday I prepared some classic Winnie the Pooh quotes. I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been and so forth. And I'm going to use this on the pages to decorate. I think it'll be cute. So we'll put that aside for later. I'll show you the 3 signatures that I started to put together. I scanned the fabric and I made cardstock covers for all 3 of the signatures. I went ahead and I cut the right side off of the pages to fit the book, and it ended up cutting a little bit of the words off, but that's okay. You can still make sense of the sentences. It'll be okay. The other little golden book I did, I cut off on the right side, but it didn't cut off the words. This time it did. So next time I'm going to pay more attention to that, and I guess I would have to shorten it from the left side. And that'll be a different and a more involved process, but we'll look at that next time for the next little golden book that we do. So I tried to, the first and the third, or the first and the second signatures have the book pages in it to tell the story. And I did keep them in order, and I tried to put it like every other page, you know, coffee dyed paper or a digital page. I also included a coloring book page. I thought that would be fun. These are just little digitals I put together. I used the alcohol ink sprays to decorate some coffee dyed paper envelopes that I think I'll put in the middle, or maybe I will do it this way and then put something on the flap. We'll see about that when I go to bind the book. Coffee dyed paper, digital coloring page, avocado dyed paper, the pictures are still intact, they're cute. So that's the first signature. This is the second signature. It has a cardstock cover. Hardy Maze gel print. Another envelope that I sprayed. second signature. And then the third one, gel print, and I just cut out a Winnie the Pooh, stuck it on. Glassine envelope that I sprayed. There. So it has a lot of pages and it'll have a lot of writing space. So the next thing that we will do is we will make the holes for the binding. So I went ahead and I took a 3-inch piece of card, one that fits nicely inside. I folded it in half to make the first line, and then I folded the other sides in half to make the next signature line. Then I folded the two together a little off the top to put the third hole. I matched up the lines. I wrote the top so I know that this is the top. And I'm going to use an old book block to put my holes in. Make sure it's lined up nicely. I'm using an awl to make my holes. We have 3 pieces of cardboard to go through and glue. So today it's raining. It's 12 degrees Celsius at 9:57 a.m. We could use a little rain, so I'm okay with that. I did all my shopping and errands yesterday. So I'm just going to go through and make sure my holes are good. On the back side and make sure they're good. Yep. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little cradle. I made this with paint sticks that I got from Home Depot. And actually, I'll probably do a video on how I make it. It's really simple. You just use hot glue. And I'm going to make sure all my pages are how I like them. I'm going to use my ruler to to make sure the pages are pushed down tightly. That looks good. Use my clips. Clip the pages together so they don't move around when I'm making the holes and sewing them in. Okay. Lay it in the cradle. Use the center hole on my template. Make sure that it's top up. Punch the holes. Okay. So I will go ahead and make the holes for the other two signatures, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've punched the 3 holes in all 3 signatures. I'm going to put those aside for now. And I'm going to go back to the cover because I would like to sew just a decorative stitching all the way around. So I'm going to do that with my sewing machine, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. My cat is going to jump up onto my camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I went ahead and I sewed a decorative stitch all the way around just to give it a little bit of interest and stability. And next thing we're going to do is add metal corners. Because this is an old book, we just want to strengthen the corners, and I think it looks nice as well. So I have these metal corners that I got at AliExpress. And I'm going to use some E6000 just to help hold it in place. So I'm going to put some E6000 on the corners. I usually take it and slide the glue all in it. Then I use my jewelry pliers. Push it down. That's the reason why my pliers look the way they do from the E6000 getting on them, but that looks nice. So I will go ahead and put the other 3 corners on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. The corners look nice. Now it's well protected. And now we can proceed to sew in our signatures. I'm going to find what color string I want to use. So I think I'm going to use these cotton mini yarns. I just need to decide what color. think this color is nice. I was kind of hoping for the rusty orange, but I don't have that. So yeah, I think we'll go with that color. Well, I do have some embroidery floss that might work. Let me check. Yeah, so here are my other colors. That one's a bit too orange, I think. Green. I think we'll just go with this neutral color. That'll be fine. Okay. So you're going to take your thread that you're going to use, and you're going to do 3 times the amount of the length of the spine. I'm going to do a little bit extra because I think I'm going to add beads to it. And actually, because I'm going to add beads to it, I think I'll go ahead and use this waxed instead. So after all that, my beads don't thread through thicker cotton very well. 1, 2, 3, some extra, and then we're going to get 3 pieces the same length. And I get my waxed thread from AliExpress. To me, it's just like dental floss, and I bet you could use dental floss. Okay. So, get my embroidery needle. I think I like that one. And I'm going to put the first signature in first. Make sure it's the right side up. Yep. I'm going to go in from the top first because I want my beads to hang from here. And I'm going to go in through the back. the middle. And through the bottom. And then through the middle again. And through the top again. And then we'll tie it up here like this. So you want to make sure that it's good and taut. Okay. Do a double knot. So that's one done. And I clip them together to keep them out of the way. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other two signatures, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I have all three signatures sewed in. Looking good so far. My cat. Can you see his paw? He's up on top of the camera. So funny. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue shut these envelopes. And where's my fabric tack? My kitty. Here it is. Okay, Willow. He's so enamored by the camera. Okay. Cats love to help. So I'm just going to glue this down. Actually, it would help if I did both sides at once. Yeah, so I'm wondering if you all would like to learn how I make my binding cradle. If you would like me to do a video on that, please leave a comment below. Let me know. I'd be happy to show you how I do that. So there's one envelope in. I was going to go to a really big thrift store today just to see if I could find some fun materials and laces and things. And also I wanted to find some more Winnie the Pooh books that I can use for fussy cutting. But it's a nasty rainy day today, so I may just stay in and craft. Depends on what hubby wants to do. Okay, and this one I'm going to use, since I don't have my metal glitter glue tip yet, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree glue to glue the glassine bag down. All right. So I think I'll do the beads last, because they do make a lot of racket. So we'll do that last. And the next video we'll start decorating the pages. So that's it for today. Thank you again for joining me for this craft along repurposing a little golden book. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, be well, and till next time. Bye-bye, my friends.